Hello and welcome to the BayPay Forum's daily news podcast. I'm Lisa, here to bring you the latest in payments and fintech. This episode is proudly sponsored by payacademy.com, your leading online resource for learning about the payments and fintech industry, anytime, anywhere, with over 220 courses at your fingertips. Let's dive into today's top stories. Qatar Central Bank issues regulations for digital banks. The Qatar Central Bank, QCB, released a 35-page regulation outlining the framework for establishing and operating digital banks in the country. Revolut seeks New Zealand banking license. Revolut, a global financial app, has applied to the Reserve Bank of New Zealand to become a registered financial institution as it seeks to further expand its operations in the region. Zopa raises $85 million in equity funding. UK neobank Zopa has announced the raise of $85 million in equity funding, aiming to accelerate its development journey and meet the expectations of clients. Nexi extends partnership with the Bank of Piedmont on digital services. Paytech Nexi SPA has announced the consolidation of its partnership with the Bank of Piedmont on digital payment services for the next 5 years. MOS and ABS to launch e-payments and extend corporate cheque deadline. The Monetary Authority of Singapore, MOS, and the Association of Banks in Singapore, ABS, have announced plans to introduce 2 electronic payment solutions. American Airlines drops Barclays in favor of Citi as a credit card partner. US-based American Airlines has announced that it officially appointed Citi as its sole credit card partner, discontinuing its collaboration with Barclays. Mambu acquires Numeral to expand payment technology offerings. Mambu, a cloud banking platform, has announced its acquisition of Numeral, a France-based payment technology provider catering to banks and fintech companies. Energy Capital partners with Velera for debit card processing. Velera, formerly PSCU, Company Op Solutions, has announced its expanded partnership with Energy Capital Credit Union, ECCU, to provide debit card processing services. Alongside continued, this partnership is looking to improve services for ECCU and optimize its overall card service and support. Sokin acquires Settle for payments tech boost. UK-based payments firm Sokin has announced the acquisition of Norwegian fintech Settle Group, Settle, for an undisclosed sum. Dojo partners with American Express to simplify payments for SMBs. Payment technology provider Dojo has announced its partnership with American Express in order to make it easier for small businesses in the UK to accept payments. Tyro unveils embedded payments for Australian businesses. Tyro, a payments provider, has introduced one of the first Australian-developed embedded payment solutions, simplifying tap-to-pay transactions for businesses through any device or POS system. RTP Network transaction limit raised to $10 million. The clearinghouse has announced plans to raise the maximum transaction limit on its RTP network to $10 million, effective the 9th of February 2025. Koda and Parkopedia work together to augment in-car payment service. UK-based connected car services provider Parkopedia, together with Koda, has upgraded the notifications for their in-car payment solution. Mastercard launches its payment passkey solution in Latin America. Mastercard, in partnership with Simpla and Uno, has announced the launch of the Mastercard Payment Passkey service in Latin America, aiming to optimize online checkout for shoppers. TrueBiz approved to join Mastercard's MMP. TrueBiz has announced that it has been approved to join Mastercard's Merchant Monitoring Program, MMP, as its new efficient service provider. Midesk launches Address Risk Insights. Midesk has launched Address Risk Insights, an advanced feature integrated into its Verify and Signal products. Barclays pays $19.5 million settlement on debt sale blunder. Barclays has agreed to pay $19.5 million to settle a lawsuit by shareholders who sued the bank for securities fraud after it sold $17.7 billion more debt than regulators allowed. Numeral brings blockchain payments to Latin America's merchants. Numeral has introduced a blockchain-powered payment solution tailored for merchants across Latin America. Zopa raises $68 million in equity funding. The funding will support growth ahead of the launch of Zopa's flagship current account and Gen AI proposition in 2025. US explores feasibility of settlement network for multi-asset transactions. The proof of concept of what has been dubbed the Regulated Settlement Network, RSN, showcased the potential of shared ledger technology to upgrade multi-asset and cross-network transaction settlement for domestic users of US dollars and regulated securities. Latvia offers fast-track pre-approval for MiCA compliance. The Central Bank of Latvia is bolstering its credentials as a fintech innovation hub by launching free pre-licensing consultations for crypto asset service providers looking to pursue the EU MiCA license. Why sustainable finance needs more consistent policies. Following the 2022 Biodiversity Conference of Parties, the world has been trying to follow the ambitious Global Biodiversity Framework Agreement. Recently, they reconvened for the COP16 event in Cali, where the focus was on further agreements, resources and plans to ensure the GBF's success by 2030. At the event, there were some successes and some pitfalls. ValueTrack leverages Temenos to drive growth. UK-based management company ValueTrack has selected Temenos Multifonds SaaS to scale the development of its fund administration and transfer agency business. EQT and financial technology partners look into selling Banking Circle. EQT, together with financial technology partners, FT Partners, has announced its plans to sell Banking Circle, a tech-driven payments bank. SBS partners with Red Hat to support digital transformation. SBS, a financial technology provider, has partnered with Red Hat to support banks and financial institutions' digital transition. Sage Intacct boosts SMB growth with new features and upgrades. Sage, a provider of accounting and financial technology, has announced the launch of Sage Copilot in the US and UK on the Sage Intacct platform. BNY partners with Conduent. BNY has announced its partnership with Conduent to deliver end-to-end pension risk transfer solutions to support increasing transactions among corporate pensions. Revolut selects Matomic for data security across its SaaS applications. Revolut has selected Matomic, a next-generation data security and data loss prevention (DLP) solution, to optimize data security across its SaaS applications whilst maintaining the productivity benefits of these applications. Robinhood sets sights on Asia with Singapore HQ. Robinhood Markets has planned to enter the Asian market in 2024, selecting Singapore as its regional headquarters. Trump taps ex-PayPal COO Sachs as crypto and AI czar. Donald Trump says he is appointing former PayPal Chief Operating Officer David Sachs as White House AI and crypto czar. Thank you for joining us for today's coverage. Remember, you can delve deeper into any story we discussed today by visiting our news section at baypayforum.com. We're here every day, bringing you the critical insights and latest trends across the payments and fintech landscape. Until next time, I'm Lisa, thanking you for watching, and inviting you to join us again tomorrow for more updates. Stay informed, stay ahead.